Hello and Assalamualaikum to our panelists. I am Fatina Antaisha binti Mak Zubir. I will be starting our presentation today. So let's move straight to the introduction. Introduction is our project. Tempeh is traditional Indonesia fermented soybean product. Well known for its high nutritional value, it is rich in protein, lipids, fiber, and bioactive compounds, such as isoflavone that provide various health benefits. The fermentation process improves the digestibility of soybean and hence their amino acid conjugation, making tempeh an excellent plant-based protein source for vegetarian and vegans. In line with the growing demand for healthy and sustainable meat alternative, our project focuses on developing of tempeh-based sausage called TEMPEH. This product aims to provide a nutritious, high protein or low fat alternative to traditional mixed sausage. TEMPEH was designed to meet current consumer preference for plant-based products. They are not only nutritious but also environmentally friendly and aligned with global sustainability goals. Now that we cover the problem statement, let's move on the problem statement that form the basis of this research. Firstly, there is a growing demand for healthy, high protein and low fat plant-based food alternatives due to increasing health awareness and environmentally concern. Secondly, tempeh, a fermented soy product, is recognized as a rich plant protein source that is suitable for developing meat alternatives because of its nutritional value and texture. However, research on tempeh-based sources remains limited. Only a few studies have evaluated their physical, chemical, and sensory properties, which are essential to understand the overall product quality. Lastly, key quality parameters such as moisture, fat, protein, and texture are very important in determining product quality and consumer acceptance. Yet, these aspects are still under study in tempeh-based formulation. Therefore, our study aims to address this research gap and explore the potential of tempeh as a base ingredient for developing a healthy and accepted sausage product. My name is Nur Aina Zafira binti Muhammad Asri, and now I will be continuing with the objective. For the objective for our project, we have three main goals that we aim to achieve. First, we aim to analyze the texture profile of the tempeh-based sausage, including parameters such as hardness, springiness, chewiness, and cohesiveness. This helps us to understand how the product feels during chewing and biting, which affect consumer satisfaction. Second, we want to determine the physical-chemical properties of the sausage, such as moisture, fat, and protein content. This value reflects the product nutritional quality and influence its texture, taste, and appearance. Lastly, we aim to correlate the texture and proximate composition with the overall product quality and potential consumer acceptance. This allows us to identify which factors make the sausage more appealing and similar to conventional products. Overall, this objective helps us evaluate both the nutritional and physical qualities of tempeh-based sausage and its potential as a plant-based meat alternative. Next, this slide shows the methodology of our tempeh-based sausage production. We begin with raw material selection, which include tempeh, texture vegetable protein (TVP), tapioca starch, seasoning, and olive oil. All ingredients were mixed thoroughly and divided into three formulations, which formulation 1 with 0% tempeh and 100% TVP, formulation 2 with 50% tempeh and 50% TVP that represent a balanced mix of both protein sources, and formulation 3 with 60% tempeh and 40% TVP, which was the highest tempeh concentration. Next, the mixture was filled into pre-soaked casing using a stuffer and tied evenly to avoid air pocket. The sausage was steamed at 80 degrees Celsius until 90 degrees Celsius until the internal temperature reached around 70 degrees Celsius until 72 degrees Celsius to ensure proper cooking. After that, they were rapidly cooled in a blast freezer to below 10 degrees Celsius within 1 hour to maintain the quality. Finally, the sausage were packed in airtight packaging and stored in a deep freezer for further analysis. That's all from me. Now, we move to next slide.
For the result, we compare the control sample with two tempeh-based formulation. In terms of texture, the control had the highest hardness value, while the tempeh sample is shower lowest hardness, which is there was a soft one. And for the springiness and cohesiveness, the value was slightly lower in tempeh sauces, indicating a less bouncy and more tender texture. In terms of nutrient, the control had the highest protein content, but the tempeh samples still provide a good amount of a plant-based protein. Meanwhile, the moisture content decreased slightly in tempeh sample, which could affect juiciness. Overall, these results show that tempeh-based sauces are softer, less cohesive, but still nutritious are suitable as plant-based meat alternative. For the impact of this study have three. Firstly is it identified the most suitable formulation to achieve the best quality and nutritional value in tempeh-based sauces or tempeh plant sauces. Second is it enhanced scientific understanding of the physiochemical characteristics of tempeh-based sauces, and it helping research improve the texture, flavor and stability. And lastly is it support the food industry in developing nutritious, sustainability and plant-based meat alternative that align with current health and environment trends. And overall, these research contribute to a healthier diet and more sustainable food system for the future. The conclusion, the study successfully developed tempeh sauce, which is a plant-based sauce made from tempeh and achieved all the research objectives. The selected formulation show a good balance of texture, nutrition and product stability. Increasing the tempeh content improved the texture properties including the hardness, cohesiveness and springiness, as well as the protein content while maintaining moderate fat level. Although the tempeh-based sauces had slightly lower moisture, this actually helped improve its shelf stability. Overall, tempeh sauce demonstrates strong potential as a nutritious, functional and sustainable meat alternative that can compete with commercial plant-based sauces. This finding confirmed that tempeh is an effective key ingredient for developing healthy and environmentally friendly plant-based product.